Hey folks, James Abrenio coming to you from Abrenio Law, your Northern Virginia personal injury and criminal defense law firm. In this video, we're going to talk about chiropractors. Are they good? Are they bad? Do they hurt your case? Do they help your case? I oftentimes get a lot of cases where individuals are treated by chiropractors. And a lot of people will tell me, look, it's been a lifesaver. If I didn't get my treatment, I would have never been back. I would have never been fully recovered. Other people have been treating for chiropractors for years and they swear by them. It is their world. And I totally get that. Now, the question that you're asking if you're watching this video, though, is it going to hurt your case? And what I'll say to that is it's more complicated than that. My rule when it comes to your treating providers, whether they're medical doctors, whether there's physical therapists, whether they're chiropractors, is the number one question is, do they help you get better? If you, with your doctors and your family and yourself, have made a decision to treat with a chiropractor because either they're highly recommended and you trust the referral, or you've worked with chiropractors before and you love them, that is ultimately a personal decision that you and your doctors need to make together. And ultimately, my view is there is no guarantee to even $1 in a personal injury case, so I should never advise you to make a medical decision based on your car accident case. Now, with that said, again, everything's more complicated than we would like to believe, and we also have to recognize that when it comes to personal injury cases, I'm always picturing what would a jury do? What would the local jury pool of my jurisdiction think about any particular case? And that's the cause of the accident, the particular injury, the type of doctors they're treating with, the person themselves, what kind of witness they will be. And the reality is when it comes to jurors, there are always going to be inherent biases, good or bad, lawful or not. At the end of the day, we're all human beings and we all live with our own set of baggage. I will tell you that just like I imagine if you ask people in your own community, friends and family, there's going to be a mixed feeling about chiropractors. Some will absolutely love them. Some will think that they're witch doctors and they have no reason to be in medicine and it's all fake. Jurors are the same way in a lot of ways. You're going to have people with different viewpoints on treatment. And I will tell you, just as on the whole, chiropractors come with some, quote, baggage for a lot of people. So from a trial perspective, we also have to recognize that if you're treated by a chiropractor, primarily, or specifically if they're really one of your primary doctors, they're a star witness, there could be some issues there. Again, some jurors may have called that into question, but again, I have to go back to my number one rule. If you're treating with a chiropractor, the number one question should be, are they helping you get better? Because I would rather you have 100% recovery in your car accident claim, or as close as you can to get 100%, rather than more money in your pocket or any money in your pocket. Because at the end of the day, the best investment for you long term is going to be getting back to your full self, to your full physical recovery, to where you can get back to living your life, to you can get back to working, to you can get back to doing whatever it is that you love doing in your life. And if that means going to a chiropractor because that's your choice along with your medical doctors, that has to be the decision. Whether or not it's going to be ultimately good for your personal injury case, again, it may very well go along swimmingly. A jury may love your chiropractor. Another jury may not like them. It is what it is. But again, my number one priority when people ask me, and my personal opinion, is do what you need to do to get better. The other thing is, if we end up trying your case, there's something called jury selection, and that's where I get a chance to talk to the jurors and ask them whether or not they have certain biases. And I think whenever somebody's treated by a chiropractor, one of the things that I always do ask potential jurors is, hey, there's going to be treatment by a chiropractor. Does anybody have any biases against them? Does anybody think they're not real doctors? Does anybody think that that means that they didn't really get injured? And I will do my best to suss out their viewpoints. Now, jurors lie and all that. I mean, they're humans again, and you do the best you can, of course, but we'll do our best to read into that. But again, when we're talking about you getting better and whether or not you should see your chiropractor, whether or not it's good for your case is really far down the road of priorities in my view as far as when it comes to you getting better. So hopefully this answers your question. Other attorneys may see it differently. Other doctors may see it differently. This is my viewpoint. You're watching this video because Perhaps you value my opinion, but that is what it is. So I'm telling you how I see it. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Phone number is 703-570-4180. You can also reach out to www.Abrenio Law, where we've answered a bunch of questions about personal injury law, Virginia criminal law, and hopefully you find it useful. So until we chat, take care.